a lot of ladies out there, they can't handle a pastor. And you have been there for 6 years now and still counting. Please, can you tell me how you overcome the jealousy? Because a lot of ladies come to church, they want to see the pastor, they want the pastor to pray for them. They text the pastor 12 a.m., 3 a.m., 2 a.m. Pastor, please pray for me, advise me. How do you handle this, please?
If you can see my facial expression, because all that you're mentioning, I'm not saying that it don't happen. It's true, but you cannot take out the fact that a pastor is a servant. And that is why we always admonish or encourage people to, marry people who are already in their assignments. As a pastor's wife, I married my husband in his assignment. So I already knew what I was going into, that I'm marrying a pastor. So my husband didn't just become a pastor after we got married. And mind you, like I will always say in everything, your personal, your character as a person also matters. Because if you're naturally a jealous person, whether you're married to a pastor or not, you'll be a jealous person. There are women who their husband are not even anything. They are just naturally jealous. Okay? But so if you're a woman who is not insecure, if you're a woman who knows her worth, and you trust your husband, whether he's a pastor or not. So over the years, I trust my husband, and I know he's a servant. He's a public servant. That's who pastors are. Pastors are servants. People can call them. So it's like a doctor. It's like, a politician. People who are into public service. So you need to understand as a pastor's wife that your husband is a public servant, because people can call anytime. They can have problem anytime. So their problems will not tell them the particular time. And that is why you have to be comfortable as a pastor's wife to know that your husband can receive call anytime, whether a woman or a man. You understand? It is only when you put your mind to like, oh, my husband is talking to a woman. It's at that point that you start feeling that, okay, he's having something on. But you have to know, put that at the back of your mind, that your husband is a public servant. And anything public means that a lot of people have access to him. So I know there are times when I can be with my husband and he is not ready. There are times I'll be with my husband. My husband is not going to pick any call because it's just me and his time. And also, everybody should learn to build capacity. If there is one thing that I have, is capacity. You cannot take that away from me. That's why I don't get jealous. I don't feel that, even if I don't, like sometimes my husband goes out. He goes out and I don't call him. Not because I don't want to check up on him, except it is out of hand. I don't call him because I know he's busy. He's doing something with his life. So instead of carrying phone to call, hey, where are you? Where are you? You're feeling insecure. No, I don't do all of those things because I have come to know that I'm married to a man who is into public service. And so I don't get jealous because I have capacity. All right. So it's such a blessing. Pastor's wife, just know that you are blessed when your husband is able to solve problems, is able to reach out to people, and give them solution. So I think that's just a few points.
Wow, this is amazing. I really love this. So please, we are going to post this. So what is the advice you give these ladies out there that are saying, I cannot get married to a pastor? You're already in the field. So which advice are you going to send it out there?
Pastors don't want to now too. Pastors don't want to now. On behalf of pastors, I'm just joking. But nevertheless, for those who are saying they don't want to marry a pastor, even myself, in fact, I don't want to call name. My father in the Lord gave me a prophecy years back, and I thought it was a joke, and I declined. I said, God forbid, I don't want to marry a pastor. There are so many of us who always say we don't want to marry a pastor. I think because of assumption, or because of this notion about pastors not being romantic. People think that when you marry a pastor, you're going to be praying 24 hours. People think that when you marry a pastor, you're probably going to be sitting with God direct, those kind of stuff. So I think most of these things are ideologies, the slogans, and all those things that people hear. But I'm here to say that it is not true. It's not true. If you want to get married to a good pastor, who is a man that is going to make you happy, please do. Get married to that man today. That will give you happiness, whether he's a pastor or he's not a pastor. So take out, anybody can break your heart, whether a doctor or politician. So I'm here to say that pastors are the sweetest husbands on earth.